Guys, we are with Secluded Spring, the new pack. So, here I have one singular pack I can open, so we'll do that quickly. Apologies, this is a few days late. I had a very busy weekend, and I didn't get a chance to film, so we're doing it now instead. We have a Fletchinder with Firewing, Poliwrath EX, Hydro Knuckle. If this Pokemon has any water energy attached to this attack, does 40 more damage. Okay. So if I'm running like a fighting water deck, that could be interesting. Fletching with Quick Attack, Latios with Fantastical Floating and Luster Purge. If you have Latias in play, this Pokemon has no retreat cost. Okay, so that's very Unite kind of vibes. Farfetch with Leak Slam. Oh, a little Azura with Squishy Healing. Aw, that's such a cool pack. That was 6 power cards, wasn't it? Yeah, because of the Azura at the end. That was a good pack. I'll take that. That's a great start. There we go. This is why we wait to do our videos, guys. Otherwise, you wouldn't have seen this. That's so fun. Oh, I love that. Because that was 2 hits in 1 pack because of the Poliwrath EX. So that went quite well. And I finally have 120 hourglasses. I was trying to save up. It took ages. And so I just had to wait for the month to roll over. But I eventually got it, so it's all good. Okay, are we going to get anything good? Please. That is not a good sign. Obviously, we'll see how it goes anyway. Fanpy with Flail. Electric with Electro Ball. Crustal with Stone Edge. That is a lot for Stone Edge. Oh, I guess it could... So it can either do 100 or 150, but that's still 4 energy. That's quite a lot. Diglett with Headbutt. I'm sorry, that art is so funny to me. Aw. Oh, we got Latias with Crossing Flight. If Latios is on your bench, this attack does 20 more damage. I mean, 40 damage for 1 energy is not too bad, I guess. It could be good if you're doing a Psychic deck. Poliwag with Call for Family. Look how cute that card is. It's so sweet. Slowpoke with Water Gun. The Diglett again. Jellicent with Devour Soul. That is so menacing. And Latios. Well, we've got Latias and Latios in, like, the same, like, at the end of 2 packs in a row, so we'll take that, I guess. Dogtrio with Cliff Crumbler. What is this artwork? It's so funny. Discard the top card of your deck. If that card is a fighting Pokemon, it does 60 damage. Okay, that's interesting. Zorua with Ram. Galarian Corsola with Tackle. Slowpoke again. And Zoroark. Elusive Trickery. If the opponent's Pokemon is knocked out by damage from this Pokemon's attack during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage from this and effects of attacks done to this Pokemon. Okay, that's pretty decent actually. For 70 damage for 2 energy, that sounds fairly decent. I do want to make a better Dark deck, so maybe this is my indication to do so. Misdreavus with Infiltrating Inspection. Once during your turn, when you put this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, you may have your opponent reveal their hand. Okay, that's good. That's interesting. Slowpoke with Water Gun again. Skiploom, Fanpy, and Talonflame with Searing Flame. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now burned. Okay, 50 damage for 1 energy. That's pretty decent. Hello, Whitney. 60 damage from 1 Miltank. Comes from being asleep, paralyzed, and confused. So that's just trauma bond. That's just giving me trauma to Soul Silver. Thanks, Whitney. Feebas with Leap Out. Slowpoke again. Teddiursa with Surprise Attack. If flip a coin, if its tails, the attack does nothing. Inflatable Boat. The retreat cost of this Pokemon of this water Pokemon. This card is attached to is 1 less. That is such a funny little Pokemon tool. Cryogonal with Ice Blade. Galarian Corsola, Yamper with Zap Kick, Morty. For each of your Pokemon's Psychic Pokemon in play, look at that many cards from the top of your opponent's deck and put them back in any order. Interesting. And Milotic, Healing Ripples. Once during your turn, when you play this Pokemon from your hand, evolve one of the Pokemon you may, and to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may heal 60 damage from one of your water Pokemon. Okay, 60 damage is quite good actually. It is a one-time thing, but it could be pretty useful in a dire situation. Teddiursa, Diglett, Tentacool with Poison Sting. I love Tentacool as a Pokemon, so I'm very happy to find that. Slowking with Litter. Okay. Entei! Legendary Pulse and Blazing Beatdown. At the end of your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, draw a card. Okay, that's going to be quite useful, like to get cards out quickly. But Entei was the last one I needed to finish the Legendary Beast EX set, because I already got Suicune and I already got Raikou. So I'm very happy to have Entei, because Entei is my favourite of the three. So I will take that. Fampi, again, Licky Licky with Stretch Tongue. That sounds painful. The Sunkern with Tackle. Look how cute that Sunkern is. That's adorable. Teddiursa and Miltank with Rolling Frenzy. So you basically have Rollout. Wonderful. That's terrifying. Stunfisk with Static Shock. Aw. The Sunkern. Poliwhirl with Ram. Dragalge with Sludge Bomb. I also love Dragalge. 3 for 70 though is a little bit of a scam. Talonflame again. And our last pack, Yamper, Galarian Corsola, Hoppip, and the Poliwrath again. Okay, I'll take the Poliwrath. That Poliwrath is quite good, to be fair. And Ursaring with Claw Slash. Okay, well, not a perfect 10-pack pull, but we got something, so I will definitely take that. Let's see how many cards we have total now. Just out of curiosity. At least for this set. How many do we have? We must have made a pretty decent chunk in that. How are we going? We broke 45. Broke 50. There we go. That takes us up to 60 different cards. 56 out of 71. So we are making very good progress. I did also get this Golduck a while ago. Yeah, I got that on my very first pull. So we're doing quite well with Secluded Spring. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.